Alright, so this isn't day dramming. This is Bottle Buddies.
Bottle
and
Buddies.
What Bottle Buddies is our buddies come and they have drinks with us, but they bring the drinks. So this time,
It's a pretty good deal for us.
It's a great deal. In our first episode of Bottle Buddies, Dillon brought us a bottle of Breckenridge Bourbon, which I think we've established that this is a store pick.
All the way from Breckenridge.
Yep. It is a store pick
Colorado.
from Dillon Ridge Liquors, which is a nice coincidence.
Uh-huh. Spelled differently.
Is that in frame? Mm-hmm. Good enough. All right.
Is there anything you want to tell us about your little pick that you got here, bud?
Yeah, I was in the liquor store out by Keystone, Colorado. I was out on vacation, and that caught my eye. I thought it's something super unique that we probably wouldn't have back here in Michigan, so I brought it all the way back from Colorado and drove it.
Turns out we do have it here in Michigan.
Nebraska,
And on the
Iowa,
shelf at
Illinois. It's a Breckenridge bourbon, 43.5% alcohol, aged at least 3 years. It's made in Breckenridge, actually made in Breckenridge. It's got notes of vanilla and white pepper, an aroma of butterscotch, candied orange, and apple.
Candied orange and apple. And also on here, I believe it says that it comes from the snow-packed mountains.
There was snow in the mountains when I was there. I was skiing
from the snowpack.
for a while.
They use it to
So,
produce this
kind
bourbon.
of like Coors, except
But
I
it
had
could
Coors.
have
not.
like bear urine in it.
I had some Coors while I was Coors.
Coors?
While I was. No, this is light.
Yellow Jackets?
Trying to watch. There's a great photo out there of me having a Coors with the mountains in the background.
Well, we should try it.
We'll cut that in
Let's
here.
try it.
Right.
Oh, no, we don't have the budget for that.
Really? Because it would be kind of cool if you did. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I haven't tasted this yet.
Well, start with the smell. You guys haven't been on before, so me and James kind of worked out at the beginning. I had heard some advice, and they said when you're smelling the whiskey, open your mouth and try to inhale through your mouth and your nose. Yeah, just like that. So that way it doesn't,
It's
the
like a
alcohol
snort?
doesn't burn out your nostrils.
Is that why they call it a snort?
The alcohol going through your mouth.
That's why they call it. It's like
Ooh, I think I did. I think I did it.
There's some butterscotch there, yeah.
It
Yeah,
kinda
you
hits-
actually start to get the flavors they talk
It
about.
kind of hits different when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I smell vanilla, white pepper, with an aroma of butterscotch, candied orange, and apple.
You say that. Say that.
Yours
Think
is a
about it
lot
when
better
you're
than
smelling.
mine.
Think about that when you're taking your.
It came from the
snort.
same bottle.
I know, but your analysis is way more
He's
deep
reading
than
off
mine.
the paper, though.
I know.
It's what they wrote.
Can we taste it yet?
Yeah,
Yes, go right
taste
ahead.
it. Go for
Okay.
it.
It's got a nice burn to it.
Mm.
I think there was
Vanilla
much
and
burn
white
at all.
pepper, maybe.
I got the white pepper.
There is some white pepper. For
That
sure.
white pepper, yeah.
White pepper.
You know who would like this?
Who uses white pepper, and how do you know what white pepper tastes like?
I use white pepper.
On what?
You see all the pictures that we post. There's white pepper in some stuff.
Can't see the white.
I always thought that was garlic powder.
Definitely more chaotic energy to Bottle Buddies here. I like this.
This is a little different.
Usually the garlic, I'm like, chunk.
So is there a story? You got a story for Breckenridge Bourbon? You got anything cool to say?
Not really Breckenridge. I mean, we were skiing in Keystone, and we had a great time out there. We were only there for a day and a half. The better story is probably out of Estes Park, Rocky Mountain National Park. So, I don't know
It's a
if
gorgeous area.
Do you want to get into that right now, or do you want to?
Okay, is it PG? 13?
Well, I mean, it's more or less PG-13.
Then yes, we want to hear the story.
Well, I'd rather wait.
Okay, so it's rated R.
Rated R.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to get a little more whiskey in them first.
No, I just don't want. I don't want to tell the story while I'm having the whiskey because the other thing that I brought
Oh, okay.
goes better with that story.
right.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh. So there's a
yeah.
plan, huh?
There's a
So
plan.
you're out in Estes Park?
I was in Estes Park, yeah.
Is that where the Estes Rocket Factory is? You ever heard of the Estes Rockets?
I think
Little rockets
so.
you can build and they launch them yourself and they
Yeah.
shoot back down.
It's,
Yeah, I mean,
SpaceX competitor.
SpaceX competitor.
I don't know, they might have better reliability.
Yeah.
Well, that one's supposed to crash into the moon here pretty quick, isn't it?
Is it crashing or landing?
No, it's crashing.
Ooh.
Landing with style.
One from like 7 years ago that's just been drifting off. Like 4 tons, I think I said. 4 tons of rocket just gonna smash into it.
I'd rather have it crash on the moon than into the atmosphere here.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
it's just.
you'd probably not want it to come back.
The sun would probably be preferred.
Well, let me ask you a question. If we get back on track here to the Breckenridge Bourbon, let's, in all due respect to this distillery, let's get down to the bourbon here. Are you a bourbon drinker?
I drink bourbon.
Yeah. See, I don't really drink bourbon, but now I am because of Danny and the show, so I'm really getting into it. Like, if you're going to compare this or put this in a buy list, how do you feel about it? I mean, what made you buy it?
There's not. Well, I mean, it was at the island, and I thought that you could only get it there. I didn't figure it would be for sale here in Manistee.
You did get the barrel pick, so it definitely
this is a barrel pick.
They then tend to be a cut above like a normal bottle. So you didn't. I mean, it's not like you bought the exact bottle we've got in the shelf.
Right.
So
Sure.
No harm, no foul there.
I mean, I've had quite a few different bourbons, and typically I don't like to just sip it neat like this. I usually will add ice. Never like unless it's like a Jim Beam or something. I'll mix it with some cola sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
But
cola and a lot of ice and a lot of cola.
Blanton's and Coke is my favorite drink. So.
Yeah.
Blanton's and Coke. Monster. But this is very good. I mean, I could sip this neat pretty much all day.
You know what? It kind of reminds me weirdly of Yellowstone. So we might have to have Yellowstone.
Which I haven't had.
A little
that
head-to-head
one yet,
there.
So I'm looking forward.
Very
to
nice,
trying
smooth, easy drinking, very approachable. I know a lot of people
But it's smooth.
started drinking at Yellowstone because of the show and actually found they kind of liked it because one of their first higher-end bourbons they went for. Even though it's not really higher-end, but I think to like someone who doesn't drink bourbon.
What is it? 86 proof? It's pretty low.
Yeah, it's 86 proof. Yeah, so it's nice, approachable, but usually my
40.
problem is, like with Basil Hayden's, is the proof is too low, and so it doesn't really taste, I don't feel like the flavor is there. This is probably the lowest proof bourbon that I've had that tastes this good.
It does taste
I
good.
think it's awesome. It's a really nice bottle of bourbon.
Yeah.
Good
Definitely. My hat goes off to Breckenridge Distillery.
They make good beer too.
I had some great beer while I was there at the Dillon Dam Brewery. I can't remember what it was. It was an
The
IPA.
theme is like, oh, let's go there because it's my name.
Yeah.
No, but it was good beer. I mean, I don't say that about all beer. It's good beer. So next time you're out skiing at Keystone, or all the hills are out there. Sorry, the mountains. The mountains are out there.
Hills.
So.
I like that.
I think the store pick hits it just right, Dillon.
Yeah.
I think you did a good job here with this
It
reserve
is good.
blend.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, this is not for sale in Michigan, but at Dillon Ridge Liquors, if they have any left, you can get some of that there.
Yeah. You have different stuff.
Cheers. Cheers.
Mine's gone.
Cheers.
Oh, it is gone.
Yeah, it's fine.